My dear friends, in this video, we are going to derive the condition for maximum power. Let's see, actually the power developed by the machine PM is equals to 3 RL dash I2 dash square or 3 I2 dash square RL dash, whatever it may be. So 3 RL dash nothing but R2 dash into 1 by S minus 1 by S minus 1 into I2 dash. I want this current. So this total part is in parallel to supply, right? The total part is in parallel to supply, right? When this total part is in parallel, so voltage is same. So current nothing but voltage upon impedance. Impedance nothing but square root of R square plus X square. What about R square? Where is R? R1 plus R2 dash plus RL dash. The total resistance is equal to R1 plus R2 dash plus RL dash. What is RL dash? R2 dash by S minus R2. R2 dash gets cancelled. So finally the total resistance is R1 plus R2 dash upon S whole square. This is the total resistance. And what is the total reactance? X1 plus X2 dash whole square, and this is I2 actually, this is I2 dash actually, but we want whole square, I2 dash square. Right, sir? Have you an idea now? Right, sir. See, so the power developed by the machine is equals to 3 into R2 dash into 1 by S minus 1 into this much V square upon square root cancel. So R1 plus R2 dash upon S whole square plus X1 plus X2 dash whole square. This is completely what the equation. Now, can you tell me at NR is equal to 0, nothing but when slip is equal to 0, the power developed by the machine. When NR is equal to 0, common sense, by using common sense, when NR is equal to 0, what is the power developed by my motor? When NR is equal to 0, the power developed is 0, yes or no? One substitute this S is equal to 1. 1 by 1, nothing but 1 minus 1, 0 into anything, 0. Yes or no, guys? For example, now at NR is equals to NS, nothing but S is equal to 0. What is the power developed by my machine? Generally in induction motor or generator, NR is equal to NS is impossible. Yes or no, guys? I think you studied about operation of induction motor and generator. NR is equal to NS is 0 possibility. Then what is the power? 0. But see here, from this, if S is equal to 0, if S is equal to 0, something by 0, infinite, something by infinite, 0 into anything, 0. So if you take a graph like this, here S is equals to 1, here S is equal to 0, nothing but NR is equal to 0, nothing but NR is equal to NS. So let's have a graph. Here also the power 0, here also the power 0, but when the speed increases, the power also increases, then after gets decreases. At this condition, the power is maximum, and this slip is called slip at maximum power. This is called a slip at maximum power. Here, this is a rectangular hyperbola and this is a linear curve. This is called stable region. This is called unstable region. That is stable region and this is unstable region. This is linear, nothing but stable. Unstable, nothing but rectangular hyperbola. So here rectangular hyperbola, nothing but inverse proportional. Linear, nothing but direct proportional, inverse proportional. Let's see the same. Here slip 1, when we are going like this, from here 1, here 0. So when we are going like this, the slip is decreasing. When my slip is decreasing, the power is increasing in manner. Here slip decreasing, power increasing. That's why this is inversely proportional. Slip inversely proportional to power, or power developed is inversely proportional to slip. At higher slip values, the power and slips are inversely proportional to each other. At lower slip values, when here also the slip is decreasing, of course the power also decreasing, slip decreasing, power decreasing, nothing but the power directly proportional to slip. At high slip values, inverse proportional. At low slip values, direct proportional. At high slip values, power inversely proportional to slip. At low slip values, the power directly proportional to slip. These are the power slip characteristics. What is that? Power slip characteristics. Right, sir. Now I want a condition for maximum power. What is that? Condition for maximum power. Let's have a look. Sir. How we can get a condition for maximum power? Generally, we have to differentiate the equation with respect to variable and equals to 0. Differentiate the power with respect to variable and equals to 0. What is variable here? Slip is the variable here. If you differentiate and equals to 0, then you will get the answer 100% correct. But it will take nearly 2 days. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? So what is the trick here? How we can get a maximum power? How we can get maximum power in this case? Simple. This is the source. And this is the load. So according to maximum power theorem, the load resistance is equals to magnitude of the source. If the load resistance is equal to the magnitude of the source impedance, nothing but Rs square plus Xs square with square root. The load resistance is equal to the magnitude of the impedance source. Then we will get a maximum power in the circuit. Yeah? Yes or no, guys? So load resistance nothing but R2 dash into 1 by S minus 1 is equals to square root of R1 plus R2 dash whole square plus X1 plus X2 dash whole square. Guys, okay, so if you calculate all those things, what is the answer here? You will get, which answer you will get here exactly? Simple, calculate it. R2 dash by S minus R2, bring that side. So square root of R1 plus R2 dash whole square plus X1 plus X2 dash whole square. Here minus R2 dash, but here plus R2 dash. But I want slip at maximum power. I want this slip. So just reverse it. Reciprocal. So S upon R2 dash. S upon R2 dash is equals to 1 upon square root of R1 plus R2 dash whole square plus x1 plus x2 dash whole square plus r2 dash. This is simply when reciprocal. Now, how we can get the answer according to maximum power theorem? So I want S. So the slip S at maximum power is equals to R2 dash upon square root of R1 plus R2 dash whole square plus x1 plus x2 dash whole square plus R2 dash. This is exactly condition for maximum power. Be careful guys, this is not condition for maximum torque. This is the condition for maximum power. Okay guys, so if you simplified this one, how we can simplify? If k is equal to 1, if k is equal to 1, r2 dash is equal to r2 by k square, x2 dash is equal to x2 by k square nothing but 1. So if k is equal to 1, r2 dash is equal to r2, x2 dash is equal to x2. Next, simply neglect the stator impedance. Neglect the stator impedance. If stator impedance neglected, R1 is equal to 0, X1 is equal to 0. If stator impedance neglected, R1 equals to 0, X1 equals to 0. Then what is slip at maximum power? The slip at maximum power is equals to R2 upon square root of, this is 0, this is 0. So R2 dash nothing but R2 square plus x2 square plus R2. Simply R2 upon square root nothing but Z2 plus R2. This is the slip at maximum power. The slip at maximum power is equals to R2 upon Z2 plus R2. This is the final condition. This is the final condition. You have to make a notes everything because you won't get, sir. Without notes, without preparation, you may not get this much of problematic derivative part. So practice more. Of course, we are conveying in easy way, simple way. So just make a practice for 2 minutes, you will get the answer. So simply the slip at maximum power is equal to, do you have an idea slip at maximum torque? Slip at maximum torque is equal to R2 by X2. Slip at maximum torque is R2 by X2, but slip at maximum power is R2 by Z2 plus R2. For easy understanding, I can written this one R2 by Z2 minus R2. Do you know Z2 minus R2? Z2 minus R2 nothing but X2. Z2 plus R2 this one. Z2 minus R2 this one. For understanding purpose, just for remembering purpose. Just for remembering purpose. Slip at maximum power is R2 by Z2 plus R2. Slip at maximum torque is R2 by Z2 minus R2. Z2 minus R2 nothing but X2 guys. Yes or no guys? So this is simply what the power condition, the maximum power, condition for maximum power. Of course, you derived about this one, condition for maximum torque. I think you derived already. Madam derived, right? Okay, guys. So this is simply what the rotor analysis completely. Yes, guys, got it? Yeah, thank you.